If you have an enlarged prostate or have urinary issues such as very high bladder frequency and getting up at night to urinate, there is one food that I would highly recommend you eat. Most of you might have guessed that I'm gonna talk about pumpkins and specifically their seeds. However, which form is the best and why? I wanna first start by saying pumpkin seeds are an amazing natural food that is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. It helps control blood glucose, it helps control blood lipids, and in a future video I will talk how pumpkin seeds and also the pumpkin fruit helps against prostate cancer. But for now, let's focus on having an enlarged prostate and urinary issues. How can pumpkin seeds help us with that, and in which forms and which doses? You might have heard that pumpkin seeds have a lot of zinc and copper, which are essential for good prostate health. But that's not the only element that gets them to be helpful against an enlarged prostate. You can't get these benefits from just supplementing with copper and zinc. They have some other properties, and we're gonna see exactly what they found in a clinical trial. While we're doing that, I want to invite you to write in the comment section if you are taking pumpkin seeds, in which form you're taking, and in which doses, and if you have found any benefits. So I'm going to talk about a study that showed that taking 500 to 1000 milligrams of pumpkin seed oil, and I'll tell you how to take it, daily for 12 weeks can significantly improve urinary function and reduce symptoms of an enlarged prostate. You might know it as benign prostatic hyperplasia, without any unwanted side effects. And that's very important. A lot of men who go on alpha blockers or alpha reductase inhibitors, such as finasteride, they experience side effects, and they tell me they're my clients. I've heard a lot of stories. Pumpkin seed oil, and there's another form that I will be talking about in this video, doesn't produce any side effects. The only thing you might get if you take too much and you're not accustomed to it is a bit of an upset tummy. So what you gotta do is basically break the dose into several smaller doses per day. But in general, they're very safe. And they're not safe because I tell you to. You can find some studies in the description to check yourself, but they have shown that it is clinically safe. And actually in one study, it was found that when combined with saw palmetto oil, and you can find both my recommended products in Amazon for saw palmetto oil and pumpkin seed oil and some other forms of pumpkin seeds, you can find them on my website. It was shown to reduce PSA, prostate volume, and maximal urinary flow in patients with an enlarged prostate. Another study compared pumpkin seed oil with tamsulosin, which you might have heard as Flomax. They wanted to check improvements in patients with benign prostatic hyperplasia, and they were checking the International Prostate Symptom Score. Now, both reduced the symptoms of having an enlarged prostate and all the symptoms that come with it. Flomax improved them more, okay, compared to pumpkin seed oil. However, the group that was receiving pumpkin seed oil after 1 and 3 months, even though they had improvements not as good as Flomax, they experienced no side effects. However, the group that was taking the alpha blocker was experiencing dizziness, headache, and retrograde ejaculation. Okay, so what forms should you take these pumpkin seeds? Should you just take them like that, or take the oil or another form, and how much? Let's take a look. Before that, I would like to ask you to leave a like on the video. It helps spread it to those who might need it and raise awareness. And if you want to work one-to-one with me and reduce any symptoms of an enlarged prostate or prostate cancer, reduce side effects of any treatments you're undergoing, and use exercise and nutrition to improve the effectiveness of your cancer treatments, you can find me on my website. There are three main forms that we can integrate pumpkin seeds into our diet. The first one is pumpkin seed oil. Now, with that, I'd like you to make sure that it's raw and cold pressed. It comes in a dark tinted bottle, and don't heat it. Don't put it on the pan to fry things with it. The heat will destroy nutrients, okay, and all the nutrients that are needed to achieve the health effects that we were talking about before in the video. Just add it as a garnish to your dish, and or you can just add it, just pour it on a spoon and drink it. The second form would be the pumpkin seeds themselves. Again, avoid heating them, and also avoid buying them roasted already. They would have been cooked. Heat will again destroy the nutrients. Just eat them raw. And the third form is pumpkin seed extract powder. If you wanted to use this more concentrated form of the nutrients as a supplement and add it to your smoothies, just make sure it's extract powder and not just pumpkin seeds that were ground to a powder. What I would give usually to my clients would be pumpkin seed oil, a dose of that, plus either pumpkin seeds or pumpkin seed extract powder according to the severity of their symptoms and other health goals we're trying to achieve. And even though the dose that I would give is individualized, you can find my favorite products that I've seen that they work the best on my website with links to Amazon, so you can check them out yourself. So there you have it, gentlemen. Now you have one more tool in your arsenal if you're suffering from symptoms of an enlarged prostate, and specifically urinary frequency, bladder frequency, getting up at night. Pumpkin seed and pumpkin seed oil and the extract are great allies if you know how to use them. In future videos, I'll talk about using pumpkin seeds and if they have any effect on sexual dysfunction and also prostate cancer. So stick around if you want to hear more about that. But until then, keep strong and keep fighting, and I'll see you in the next videos.